Alright everyone, this is Josh again, playing some more Bloodborne here. Since we did go ahead and clear the first area, start our guy anyway, we've got a nice strength guy going on here, got the cool axe going, so let's get into this game and start in Central Yharnam. Now there's a few things you can do to start off with. First thing I always do is just run straight to the boss. That way you get the first insight that you need to wake up the doll in the hunter's dream, and from there you can level up even if you do die. So that's what we're going to do, is just run straight over there, get our first insight. That way we can start growing our character a little bit stronger instead of the flimsy character that he is right now. Alright, also we're going to open some of these shortcuts here. You can see this gate is actually closed, can't do anything with that right now. So we're going to go over here. Pick up this item, of course. Pebbles, always nice to have. Always put the pebbles there. Now we do have Molotovs also that we picked up earlier. We can throw those at the boss to do some extra damage. Alright, you see this enemy here, just dodge out of the way. Most of the first enemies here, all you have to do is dodge right away as soon as they attack, and then swing in and attack them. Can go down there if you want, but we're going to clear that area later. So right now all we're going to do is go on down here. This guy's asleep. You can throw a pebble at him if you want, but really it doesn't matter at all. Now, the shield guys can be annoying because if you hit them, you'll notice they just block out of your way most of the time, but since we're using a heavier axe, it did knock his shield out of the way. And if we come down here, don't really want to get hit by all that. Now, because we are just going to the boss, we're not actually going to fight everyone. We're just doing the quickest way possible to the boss area. That way we can get our first insight, and then from there we can start leveling our character. So if you run past here, they won't chase you that far. You don't have to worry about fighting, 15 guys later on over here. Doesn't really matter. Now I would still pick up the torch that this guy is actually right in front of. It's very helpful in the darker areas of the game, and you really only get 2 free torches in the game, otherwise you have to buy them. They're not expensive, but still, why buy what you could get for free? And he dropped some blood vials for us, and there's our torch, and some more Molotov cocktails. So now that we've got the torch here, I usually carry it in my offhand also, since that way lights up an area pretty nice for you, and you can still take on some enemies. Alright, now you can't open that gate yet, so you're gonna run up here. And like I said, we are actually going to run through this area because we are really just trying to get to the boss. Oh, and we actually died right there, unfortunately. Alright, so let's try one more time here. As you can see, it does only take a few hits to kill you at this point in the game. We are going to get some other clothing later, but for right now we're just running through here to get to the boss. Now actually I am going to go ahead and open this gate though, just so I don't have to run through here anymore. So this is the first gate you will more than likely unlock it. Now of course we can run right past these guys for the most part. None of them are going to cause you any real trouble. Again, they might take swipes at you, but really, you shouldn't have trouble running past everything here. And the only reason I'm doing this, yes, you can kill all of these enemies now, but they're just going to respawn when you reload the area. And if you die, which I'm going to die to the boss to get my insight in the first place, but if you die with any experience on you, you're going to drop it right there. And you can't even use that experience to level up until after we get our first insight from seeing the boss. So any experience we gain right now is almost useless. Alright, looks like it's going to be giving us some trouble here, so we might just have to kill those guys normally. Either way, it shouldn't take too long. Alright, so since we did already open up the gate though, we can actually go down this way now. Kill him. Come over here and there's two guys. You can literally just smash them while they're getting up. For the most part, it shouldn't be a challenge unless you totally miss like I did. Alright, there they go though. And there is an item there we already picked up earlier. Get some quicksilver bullets, always nice. Now we are still going to run past these guys, they won't chase you anyway. But those dogs in the other area are definitely getting in the way, so we're going to have to kill them. Generally I make this run without any issues, but unfortunately that's not happening right now. And I'm sure you guys don't want to see me just die a couple times, so we're going to go ahead and kill them just to get through the area. Now again, because we did die, this guy is back unfortunately. Just go ahead and take him out. If you have the axe like I do, you can really just spin to take him out easily with your charged R2 attack. Otherwise, you can shoot him to stagger him while he's attacking and then go in for a critical hit, and that'll usually kill him in one hit. So regardless, he's not that difficult. And that dog is dead. Let's see here. Alright, since they are actually walking away now, we don't have to worry about them. Let's go up here. Heal up a little bit. Run right past these guys. And as we were trying to do before, we are coming in here. This is the main house. That was the bridge up there that we actually just crossed, and that is where the boss is. But first we're going to open up this little side door here, so that we can get here anytime. And these guys are dead. Get a bloodstone shard, that is your upgrade material. Upgrades weapons to +3, so you're definitely going to need to pick up as many of those as you can. And this is where we started, right there. So now that we have unlocked these little gates, we can go ahead and get to the first boss, get our first insight, and then even if we do die, it doesn't matter because we can start leveling up. Now again, because we've got the torch here, we can go ahead and see a little bit better. Otherwise it'd be very dark in here, and you could tell a big difference there. So I usually have the torch, like I said, out anyway. I don't use the gun that much because honestly I'm just not that good at parrying, so it's not really a huge loss to carry the torch in that hand if you want to. Dodge out of the way of those guys. And axe to the face brings them down. Now, you did see that we ran past some werewolves earlier. We are actually going to lure them back to this house. But I guess it doesn't matter right now, since more than likely we are going to die to this boss. But at least now we'll have the insight, and that's all that really matters. We can come back after we level up and kill this boss. But here you go, he jumps right over there. And the Cleric Beast is the first boss you're going to be fighting. He can be a pain. He can pick you up like that, do pretty decent damage. Like I said, at this point, since it's just a beginning character, you can beat him with this character, but again, really we just needed the experience. So we went ahead and died there. That's not that big of a deal. We only lost the 600 experience, but now we can actually start spending experience to level up. So, we did still succeed in unlocking the different areas that we can get to, and now we can actually start leveling up as well. And because we did get that, we get the Beckoning Bell, now that we have insight to spend, and that lets you bring other players into your game. And I do have the DLC downloaded, so I also got the Old Hunter Bell, which lets you bring NPC hunters into your game to help you with the bosses as well. Alright, next step for us is going to be going down to the sewers, actually, because that is where we can get our other clothing sets. We are pretty fragile right now wearing the, I guess you could call it armor, but it's definitely not armor. The scraps of cloth that we're wearing right now are not giving us very much defense. So we are going to go into the sewers and get some better defense, as well as get some experience so that we can level up our character. Oh, torches. Trying to burn me. I don't think so. And he is done. Alright, now if you look over here, there are two big troll guys that you can kill as well. Honestly, they don't matter that much for where we are. With the axe, you can knock them down pretty easily. So there goes one of them. They do give pretty good experience for this area, and also they usually drop health, which is nice as well. Alright, so there are two big troll guys down. I'm not sure of their specific real name in the game, but they're not that difficult once you figure out how to kill them. Again, this guy will shoot you if you let him, so just take him out as quickly as possible. He only takes like one hit. Always drops silver bullets for you, so if you need ammo, that is the place to get it. And again, these guys, make sure you remember they are hiding behind here. And now we are back to the bridge. So like I said, next stop for us is going to be the sewers right down over the bridge here. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching, and I hope you all have a great night.